You and your so-called allies are all slaves, puppets, no matter your form. I have not seen you in a long time, old foe. It's time for you to go back under ice again. Hello, and welcome to Dolphins Dive, the strategically minded weekly Sentinels of the Multiverse stream. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra on... You can follow us, like, when I talk fast, I tend to slur my syllables, which is bad. You can follow us at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Handelabra Games right here on Twitch. You can follow me personally on Twitter at LootDolphin21 and on YouTube and Twitch, just LootDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog, cardboard, and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. What's up? JZC is here, Seamus is here, Darren 2500 said a cut pow half an hour ago, maybe he's still around. We're just chilling here in this pleasantly aromatic Pike Industrial Complex. You smell that? That's actually very, very candly. No, it's very, very acidic. You probably don't want to like sit in the water. We are here with Freedom 6 Absolute Zero, KNYFE, Naturalist and Scholar versus Proletariat. What's his face? Sergeant Seal, Ambuscade, and Biomancer. That guy. Yeah, that guy. We're chilling with Absolute Zero, indeed. In fact, look, he's so chill, he's covered in ice and stuff. Absolute Zero is starting with 2 glacial structures, an impale, and onboard module installation. KNYFE is starting with energy burn, flawless execution, incidental contact, and overdo it. Naturalist is starting with blend into the pack, environmental allies, feral fury, and shifter strength. Scholar, 2 fleshes to iron, 2 mortal forms to energy. Do I go with the angel or do I go with the devil? Or do I skip skip? That's the classic question. Which shall I choose? Alright, so Proletariat 1, Proletariat 2. We have Field Inventor, increasing damage. Sharpshooter, making Sergeant Steel's damage irreducible. Ray Manta, destroying equipments. Mr. Facsimile, redirecting every 1 instance of damage. Homunculus, reducing damage to himself. Proletariat hitting himself. Sharon the Struggle putting more clones into play. So we now have 5 Proletariats. Woo! 5 is a great number. It is a prime. This choice doesn't matter. And then this choice actually does matter. We'll throw this on Scholar for reasons. All right. So, certainly the first play is onboard module installation. Oh my gosh, isothermic transducer! I say that as if I didn't know it was that. I did not know that was that. Or I say it as if I did know it was that. And my fake... I said it as if I didn't know what it was, but I did. But I didn't. Yeah, let's get a hero version of Proletariat. Maybe you can call it Conletariat. Oh, if pro is the opposite of con, is Conletariat the opposite of Proletariat? Okay. I don't like Ray Manta. Ray Manta destroys equipment cards. And we have 2 heroes who are pretty equipment heavy and 2 that aren't. But that's just annoying. I mean, his damage is okay, but... Also, I just noticed that Ray Manta is a nemesis of Omnitron 4, but if we play, or it's not Omnitron 4, jeez, Omnitron X. But if we're playing in Omnitron 4, he could destroy component cards and making each nemesis regain 2 HP. I just realized that. It's not a, if Omnitron 4 is in play, destroy a component card. It's just if there are components in play. Alright, that is a random thing I just noticed. Alright, Field Inventor is pretty bad for Sergeant Seal, because that's going to increase a bunch of damage. Plus, if this filter ability is activated, his Sergeant Steel's next damage is increased. We have lots of bad things going on here. Good news is Absolute Zero can do 2 cold damage with this turn. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not really concerned about the clones. Maybe we'll get Proletariat to take himself out, but Sergeant Steel is annoying. And Ray Manta is going to be annoying. I think I'm just going to prioritize Sergeant Steel, though. Because we can get rid of the Field Inventor, and we can get rid of Sergeant Steel. So let's impale Sergeant Steel, and then let's do our hit on Sergeant Steel. Every time I play Sergeant Steel, I feel like I don't want to take out the agents. I'll just take out Sergeant Steel because he only has 22 HP. So why should I do 22 HP to minions when I can do 22 HP to Sergeant Steel? Hold the line! Well, that's a little icky. Not too icky, though. Reducing damage to Sergeant Steel means that we can't really incidental contact to great effect. Actually, incidental contact would have been great to get rid of field. No, actually, no, never mind. I was thinking that KNYFE and Sergeant Steel are nemesis, but the agents are not nemesis of KNYFE. Reduce damage dealt to Sergeant Steel and agents by 1. So we can't dispatch with the agents right now. We do still have nemesis damage between KNYFE and Steel, so I could just throw some sort of damage there. Like, Energy Burn would still do 5 points of damage, plus her base power would be 7, and Sergeant Steel would be down to 13. Of course, Energy Burn would be really great against Biomancer, because the first blow gets reduced by 2, the second blow doesn't get reduced, and then the base power doesn't get reduced. But I think I want to go against Sergeant Steel for now. So Ray Manta is a Ambuscade card. So actually, you know, Steel versus Biomancer, that doesn't help with Manta in either direction. But we presently don't have any equipment cards anyway, so Ray Manta's not doing anything. Hey, Durin 2500, Storm got you off work today and tomorrow. Well, I am still at work right now. We're at work trying to dispatch with Sergeant Steel. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Energy Burn. I would have preferred this to not have -1s, but that's okay, because this will still get us 7 points of damage against Steel. We get another incidental contact. Shrewd Ambush. We are getting a snare, and that snare is Concealed Pitfall. Whenever that hero's player draws a card, each target in this play area deals itself 2 melee damage. Well, I was anticipating giving the Scholar Flesh to Iron, so that would go really well with the Scholar. Nothing is next to a snare, so he plays Hunting Pack, so we're getting bunches of nemesis, which actually didn't reveal any nemesis because your top 6 cards were not nemesis. Cool. I'm okay with this. There are worse things. This whole warm enough to melt all the snow, but then it blizzards again 3 days later is getting annoying. Yeah, that is the worst part of winter, is when it gets briefly warm, and then it decides to rain really hard to the point of being cold and snowy again. I'm not happy with that. I want it to be summer. I don't like winter. Winter sucks. Blend into the pack. Reduce damage by the number of environment targets in play. The only environment targets are Escape the Lab Rats, which may or may not survive too long. Plus, we don't have any. Environmental allies. Hero targets are immune to damage dealt by environment targets. Most likely, the rats are going to target the minions, so I don't need to worry about that one. Feral Fury. Damage and damage. If I'm a croc, I would like to save this for when I'm a croc. I know that's a bit of a croc, but let's go ahead and shift her strength. I'm gonna go ahead and discard these 2. I'm gonna save the Feral Fury, but maybe we'll get something exciting. Indomitable Force, Hyperactive Senses. Okay, so this allows for some degree of deck manipulation, but to what extent do we want to do this? Oh hey, Pendulum. Welcome to Dolphins Dive. The non-usual Blue Dolphin stream, the family-friendly version. Indomitable Force would at least allow for damage reduction. I could turn into the Rhino, and then we'd have 2 points of reduction. Whenever damage would be dealt to a hero target, redirect it to the Naturalist. This would be tanky, and it wouldn't help with Sergeant Steel's irreducible damage, but it would mean we wouldn't have to worry about other sources of damage for a while. Is it a bit too early to get tanky? I think it is. Let's go ahead and Hyperactive Senses. I cannot discard these cards, but I can at least control the next 2 card plays to an extent, or at least the order of the 2 card plays. So, I don't want Steel to do something terrible. I don't want Ambuscade to get Glamour out too early. Mission objective and Venomed. Oh wait, no. Mission objective. Increase damage dealt to targets in this player area by agents by 1. Versus filter strike force. Reveal the cards from the top of Sergeant Steel's deck until an agent is revealed. Put it into play. Alright, we do not want that in play. We'll put mission objective on top. Then, Envenomed Bolts. Hero character card with the lowest HP. When they play a card, deal damage. Revolt. Discard deals each hero target 2 lightning damage! Envenomed Bolts, please. Well, I mean, I can't say anything about Twitch chat, but if you've ever seen my personal stream, you know how lewd I can get. I can get really lewd. All right, let's pull out the Croc. There's a reason that I'm called Blue Dolphin. Now we draw the environmental allies back. All right. Oh my gosh, it's another homunculus. We have 2 homunculi. And then damage, and then damage, and then a choice. Wasn't there something going against the lowest? I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's hit knife, I guess. And then I was gonna flesh to iron. It is defensive here, but this destroys the concealed pitfall. I want to draw a card, expect the worst, and then I don't deal myself damage, and concealed pitfall is destroyed anyway. Experimental Mutagen. So no rats are in play, but when they enter play, they have a damage buff and damage reduction. Doc Tusser. And all of this, because of Flesh to Iron, gets reduced to 0. Except for Doc Tusser. Doc Tusser is gonna do his damage. The streamers on this channel sometimes care more about being family friendly than the chat does. I'm gonna hit absolute 0 because he could regain it back, maybe someday. All right, so we still have Ray Manta. We've not been able to dispatch with Ray Manta. I say that, but I more mean like I didn't choose to dispatch with Ray Manta. You know, I just realized that Incidental Contact would have been great if I had put out Indomitable Force, but that's okay. I could still just use it. My allies will be okay with that 1 point of damage. However, if I do... I could actually just get rid of Ray Manta. I'll focus fire on him. I mean, Sergeant Steel is the quote-unquote main target, but the thing is... He has a damage reduction right now? I mean, the next turn it expires. But Ray Manta, while he is out, is going to be destroying our equipment. And that's the only real card destruction that we have to worry about, I believe. Yeah, Jeremy will be gone for a month, which means that we will be having some exciting moments in the incoming Sentinels Live matches where we'll be having guest stars between Zach and myself. I believe that was mentioned on Sentinels Live. And I do not know like the order that we're going to be doing things, but you'll be seeing more of me. But yeah, Jeremy is the one who is usually more conscientious. Then again, Jeremy's the one who's cursed more on stream than the others. Including myself, which is surprising. Alright, if I want to get out like Isothermic Transducer, so that I could like Thermal Shockwave next turn and really combo things well, then I do need to get rid of Raymanta. So if Knife does incidental contact, it will do 1 to Raymanta, 1 again to Raymanta. Her base power does 2 to Raymanta, and an Absolute Zero does 2 with base power. That will get rid of Raymanta. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, mission objective. So, damage dealt by Sergeant Steel is irreducible and increased by 1. Sharpshooter is going to go off first. And then Sergeant Steel does that. Okay, let's put this on Scholar, because he can handle the damage. And we'll do this because it is reducible. And then Sergeant Steel does irreducible. And everything's all hunky-dory. So now I can incidental contact. An order sort of matters-ish. Because Mr. Facsimile's redirecting it. So the extent that it matters is I hit Knife first. And I say no. And then I hit Mr. Facsimile, who redirects it to Scholar, and now it's 0. And then Proletariat gets hit, but redirects it to a clone, who I will hit. The allies I don't want to hit more than once. And then the rest of these are fine. Oh my gosh, Nemesis damage! Alrighty. So now I can get rid of Raymanta before he destroys the Isothermic Transducer for the greater good. I love that card. Another Envenomed Bolts. This card gets played next to another card, so this means that Ambuscade is going to target that player. I could put this on Absolute Zero. But then he doesn't do anything else, which is great. Alrighty. So now I can Feral Fury, and because I don't need to worry about Raymanta, I could focus fire on Sergeant Steel. Oops. Sergeant Steel is almost gone. Like, Sergeant Steel's deck is pretty terrible, but he only has 22 HP. He's really easy to get rid of. And we get the third homunculi. Jeez. This game's very homunculi heavy. But their damage is negated by Scholar. Alright, so discard a card. I can get rid of Sergeant Steel if I'm Mortal Form to Energy, so I will. This is going to make it hard for me to keep cards, though, so I have to be mindful of that fact. Transmutive Recovery will help me get cards, though. Biomimetic Plasma Vat. Reduce all damage by 1. And this sucks a little bit with Scholar. I mean, he will regain 1 hit point, and he can deal 1 energy damage reduced by 1, so that actually sort of sucks. Actually, no, well, he is Biomancer's nemesis, but Biomancer reduces it by 2 anyway, so it doesn't help. And this is all reduced by 1, so much for Proletariat taking himself out. We're getting even more clones. In fact, we've exhausted his entire deck of clones. All the clones are in play. And everyone tries to hit Scholar and fails. Damage dealt to the Scholar is now reduced by 3, at least, which is cool. Sergeant Steel had irreducible damage, but Sergeant Steel is dead now. Impale is gone. I'll put Thermal Shockwave out there, bearing in mind that I can't actually really use it. 1 cold damage reduced by 1, and then deals himself 0 reduced by 1. I could still use base power. And now I have choices. But is it actually a choice? Is there a choice here? There is a choice. I don't actually know what is the right call here. Biomancer has damage reduction. Ambuscade, sure. Proletariat would redirect to a Proletariat. I could target the Proletariats, but I don't really want to. Cult of Gloom, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Alright, for the greater good, Knife deals herself 2 psychic damage. That's a better bargain. Draws overcharged null shield. And then it's play and power. I could play this and then use the power to draw 2 cards. That seems boring. I don't actually have... That's like my only other power I have. It's a little unfortunate. However, Overdo It actually is a good play, I think. Maybe. Sick and miserable, stupid karma. I apologize for your illness. So yeah, with that Biomimetic Plasma Vat, Overdo It is only 1 psychic damage. Revolt is out. We knew that was coming up. And he's only doing 1 damage because of the Vat. Except the Scholar, who takes nothing. Scholar laughs. Alright. I could actually get super tanky. Redirect all damage to the Naturalist with a damage reduction of 3? Yeah! No, Natural Born Vigor, I think. Then I could still use the Deadly Crocodile. Wouldn't be able to hit Biomancer, but I could hit Ambuscade. Who is his nemesis, so that's actually good. Glamour has not been dealt with. Glamour is still in the deck. Do I want to change forms? No. Resilient Tide. Friend or foe, lowest HP deals highest HP, 3 damage, reduced by 3. I love Scholar. He can take any damage. Fail, 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 fail. Discard 3, or discard 2 rather. And then Transmutive Recovery draws 2. I'm gonna do this so that the next hit actually goes through. I don't think it really matters too much though. Actually, yeah, Biomimetic that actually is going to negate that, so never mind. Alright, so we'll do this on Ambuscade because that actually... Nope, that also isn't gonna serve any purpose, actually. Oh boy. Oh well. There's no purpose to any of this. But we got 3 cards, so we can discard 2 again. Escaped Lab Rat. And then the heals. I could just tab, but it's okay. This is fine. Escape Lab Rat goes after things. Actually, this redirects. Mr. Facsimile! Fail. 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 Destroy all clone cards. Well, at least he's naked. Radioactivist. Unity is not active in this game. But Proletariat is open. He is open. We can target him. So we can hit Proletariat. This will do damage. And then I can't hit anything else. I can't even hit myself. And then I will not hit myself. That was productive. Destroyed all 6 clones to regain 2 hit points. Indeed. Alright, I can play a card at the start of my turn. How exciting. I can energy burn for 3 damage to Ambuscade, or not Ambuscade, to Proletariat because he has no clones. And I'm just gonna get the overcharged null shield out. And then do 1 point of damage to Proletariat. Wrecking Uppercut. And then yes. Fail. Enticing target. Urgh. That's actually annoying now. Because there's too many damage reductions. So what am I gonna do? Resilient Tide. Deadly Crocodile. The enticing target. So that it regains that hit point back by the vat. I'm gonna stay the Crocodile. This is the only means I have of dealing damage. Fail. And then... oh boy. Well, there's only 1 card in your trash. And that's targeting Scholars or whatever. And then fail, and then fail, and then fail, and then fail. And then Scholar discards another 2. And then plays 1. Max HP. Honestly, doesn't matter. Enticing target will reduce it to 0. Grr. The only thing I could possibly want to hit... is there anything I could possibly want to hit? I could hit Repliblade. Oh, this is ridiculous. I can hit Repliblade! You're the only thing I can actually hit. Get out of the way. This would be a great card if there wasn't a damage reduction. Bring what you need is going to be good. And then I'm at max HP. So I think we're going to end up bringing what I need for the foreseeable future. Actually, I probably don't need the mortal form if it's not really doing anything. Chemical Explosion. Okay. This is where things get exciting. 4 damage to everything. Let's first hit the enticing target. And then... is there an order that matters? I don't think so. The hissing sound cut off abruptly, but before the heroes could breathe a sigh of relief, the lab was rocked by a massive explosion! Alright, so now I could actually get out of the way and do incredible damage. Except I wouldn't be able to regain too much, but oh well. Overwhelm the mighty, deal the hero with the highest 1 irreducible. Actually, there's only 1 villain, so, or 1 proletariat, so that was a bit of a fail. You could have done 7 irreducible damage. Instead, you did 1 because for some reason you decided to blow up your clones. All right, I'm gonna get a glacial structure for no reason, and then I'm gonna thermal shockwave. Nemesis damage, recovery, and facsimile redirects it to Scholar, so that's useless. I could just do this to Biomancer to get rid of the -2. How much cold? I've done 2 cold. It's not really that exciting. I'm gonna throw 1 somewhere else, like on Revolts, so that I could actually throw this on Proletariat, because Nemesis damage. Alright, so now that the -1 is gone, this is very useful. Taking out Revolt would save us damage, so incidental contact would be useful for that. Bearing in mind that... Oh no, I didn't play Flawless Execution. Should I play Flawless Execution? I guess it doesn't matter. I will play Flawless Execution on my play phase, and then I can flawlessly execute Proletariat. But for this, it doesn't matter. All right, and then flawlessly execute Proletariats. All right. And I'm still gonna do this because I like playing extra cards. Fail. Desert Eagle. All right. I have to be careful with Absolute Zero. He's down to 1. Actually, I have to be really careful with Absolute Zero. I could save him with Indomitable Force. I think I'll do that. Just to be safe. Get the Rhino out. Because damage to Naturalist is reduced by 2, and furthermore, actually, hold on. I could have used my power first. This is more useful. So damage dealt to Naturalist is reduced by 2, and whenever exactly 1 would be dealt, prevent it. So we can only be hit by damages of 4 or more. Which is good. Yeah, we'll go with the Nemesis damage again. Proletariat. And then we'll go Rhino. Bestial Shift. Alright, fail. Duplex Patriot. We're getting a lot of Flesh Children. We haven't gotten too many awful ones. Yes. Fail. 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 And then fail. And fail. Alright, so I don't really need Flesh to Iron for the time being. Get out of the way. I would hit Ambuscade, I would hit Desert Eagle, I would hit Duplex Patriot, I would regain 3. I could do the big blow on Biomancer, and then I could regain 1 and do another hit on Biomancer. Yeah, we'll do that. And I said I don't really need Flesh to Iron, but I want it. Actually, no. On second thought, no, I don't want it. Hold on. Hold on. Waiting for me to actually hold on. There we go. Go back to start of turn. So if I destroy Flesh to Iron, and then I discard Bring What You Need, I could keep moving into a mortal form, and then Plague it out of the way, and then I can double up on things. And I do probably want Scholar to take more damage now, so that he could actually regain HP. But that's okay. Yeah, so Nemesis damage is going to be super useful. And then Nemesis damage is going to be super useful. Yay! We got another keep moving, so I can't actually keep both of my mortal forms. Another chemical explosion. Redirect, and then it's prevented. Redirect, and then it's prevented. Desert Eagle perishes. So this is a chemical explosion that did not hurt the heroes at all. That's funny. Scholar shuffles his trash. Oh no. Alright, Frostbound Drain. Yes. And then I could... I'll do this. And then I would die if I take this. So it's sort of like a waste of damage that I just did, or was it? Because now I can actually hit Biomancer, and I can hit Ambuscade, and I can regain a hit point. And then... well, okay. I can't actually use the fire damage. Oh well, we still managed to do another blow to Biomancer. Naturalist shows the true powers of veganism. Alright, Amplify Combatant. So we hit Ambuscade. We can hit Biomancer. Yeah, and we've won the game now. We'll take out Duplex Patriot because I prefer real Expatriate. Wrecking Uppercut takes out whichever one I want. And then Energy Lance takes out the last one. And we won! Yeah! I won a team game. Did you notice something about that fight? I'll give you 1 minute to figure out something about this fight. Did you notice something? Nemesis on Nemesis, indeed. It was Nemesis versus Nemesis. Proletariat versus Absolute Zero. Sergeant Steel versus KNYFE. Ambuscade versus Naturalist. And Biomancer versus Scholar. All heroes that die in Oblivion. What? No. I mean, I know Scholar dies. Spoilers. I don't think the others do. We're gonna move on from this, and we're gonna move on to Viewer's Choice. Okay, so Viewer's Choice. Once I type the question in chat, who wants to participate in Viewer's Choice, and now I said explicitly who wants to participate in Viewer's Choice is typed in chat. Once I type that question in chat, whoever responds positively will be added to a list, and I will ask those people sequentially questions in a order that's been pretty well established at this point. basically solo or team, and then villain or villains, heroes or heroes, environments, and then villain difficulties. That's the order. So, oh, several knives die in Oblivion. But not the knife, right? I know that there's several Page Huntleys, but there's only one actual knife, right? In all the timelines. There's in the other timelines there are other Page Huntleys, but knife was specifically chosen by the block, right? Because there's only one block. It is independent of things. All right, who wants to participate in viewer's choice? Where's my notepad? Some of the other ones are also knives. Oh, okay. I take back everything I just said. Is that, well, all right, so Cult of Gloom, Hal, Sonny, Darren, 2500. Knife dies in tactics because tactics sucks. Seamus Butler. Ratio for Dan. JZC. Did the formula change? If you're asking about how viewer's choice works, it's now an individual thing, and if you want to participate, I ask you the question, as opposed to it being a vote, and the first 1 to 2 votes is what we go with. Yeah, I know you're Knight of the Frozen Lands. You mentioned that in Sentinels Live, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. I remember you. You are remembered. Whoops. And that's the perfect expression for remembrance. I was not talking. Do you want to participate in viewer's choice or not? How about that? I'll just ask you directly. Sure, he'll pitch in. All right. You get the first vote. Yes, you are voting. And you are voting between classic or team. Vote now. So we just played a team match, but do you want to see another one? Or do you want to see a solo classic match against, well, you don't get to choose. I mean, all right, he's voting classic. So Cult of Gloom, choose the villain. And then Pal, Sonny, 3, 4, or 5 heroes. Darren, 2500, choose hero number 1. Seamus Butler, choose hero number 2. Ratio for Dan, choose hero number 3. Cultra Warfang. Yes, that is definitely who she is. Cultra Warfang. 5 heroes against Cultra Warfang. So JCC, choose hero number 4. We wrap back to Licky. Choose hero number 5. And then Cult of Gloom also gets to choose the environment. And Hal Sonny, you get to choose, or not choose, standard, advanced, challenge, or ultimate. All right, those are all the questions. So, Kaargra Warfang was 1. Hero 1 is base legacy. Seamus was hero 2. He chose Fugue State Parse. Cult of Gloom chose the Enclave of the Endlings. Classic Setback. I remember when someone came in as like, I know this is viewer's choice because you chose Darkwatch Setback. That's funny. Jay-Z is choosing Extremist Sky. Palsoni's going challenge on us. So the challenge rule, whenever a gladiator card enters play, the top card of the title deck is revealed and put under that gladiator card with the effects still visible. So we're probably gonna want to get rid of the title things. Variant of Chrono. Best of times Chrono. But that's great. Alright, so we have everything, I believe. Challenge Kaargra versus Legacy, Fugue State Parse, Setback, Extremist Skyscraper, and Best of Times Chrono-Ranger in the Enclave the Endlings, chosen by the viewers. Best of days. Best of days, Chrono-Ranger. Come and fight for my pleasure. Are you worthy combatants? Find out. For glory! Factorial, factorial, factorial. We fight this day for liberty and for justice, factorial. Wait, no, those aren't factorials. This isn't a math class. All right, Legacy has a bolster allies, lead from the front, surge of strength, legacy ring. Fugue State Parse is between the lines, buffer overflow, critical multiplier, and gauge. Setback has friendly fire, fumbling fuel, reckless rush, and whoops, sorry. Extremist Skyscraper has aggression modulator, emergency evac, linking incursion, and undetectable relinking. And Chrono-Ranger bot has eye on the prize, eye on the prize, eye on the prize, and just doing my job. I feel like his eye's on the prize for some reason. All right, so the first title? No, first gladiator is Edessa. Edessa gets the Seeker. Ooh, geez, no, that is a terrible one for Edessa. Deathcaller is in play. Fickle Fans gives us that token. Cool. Get back in there, puts Kaargra into play. Kaargra gets the title. Kaargra is not a gladiator, so she doesn't get a title. Never mind. Who's considered at the highest? Oh boy. I don't want to do nemesis damage. Not too happy about those points there. Aurum Hive-Minded is a gladiator. It gets the title Unbreakable. It instead regains 6 HP and destroys that title. Whenever Edessa deals damage, increase the next damage dealt to that target by 2. This is not good. 4 to the justice. Everything, Legacy does everything to the power of justice. Oh boy, math jokes. All right. I'm not really too happy about that. And they're already at 9 tokens, by the way. Let's see, add 1 token for each environment card in play. So, okay, Aurum got them 1, and then 1, and then I don't even know where 9 came from. But this isn't, this isn't a good start. We're gonna have to do something about this. But what? The massive problem is Edessa is going to add too many tokens. We can do 2 viewers' choice. All right, I'm putting lead from the front out there. Legacy's probably going to sacrifice himself to prevent tokens from being awarded. Takedown could help. What do I want here? Between the lines, use a power that damage is irreducible. I don't think we have anything out good. Play a link or move a link. We have 1 link. That doesn't help. Play the bottom of your deck. It could be anything. Literally anything. Play the top card of your deck. Could be literally anything. I'm gonna put a buffer overflow out, and then let's see what's in the bottom of my deck. It is Between the Lines. All right, let's go ahead and have Setback klutz his way into something. Klutzes his way into cause and effect. Okay. Hit the Aurum. At least he uses up the +2. Alright. We gotta be reckless here. Is this that Southwest Sentinels issue? I think it is. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I got another one of these. Orem is almost... Why am I hitting Orem? No, not Orem. What am I doing? Orem's not the one that's bad. It's Odessa. Let's actually hit the one that's bad, okay? I'm glad that I caught myself there, because I'm sure everyone was wondering what the hell I was doing. No, Odessa's the one who adds 4 tokens and is getting +2s everywhere. Okay, so now that we actually have a plan here, hit Odessa. And now we can actually take out Odessa. We know that Odessa will be able to be taken out, thankfully. There's the cause and effect, and this takes out Odessa. So Odessa's gone. We get a token, 2 tokens, and deals itself 3 or more damage in 1 turn, which is happening right here. Yeah! What did I just do? So yeah, if you just missed what just happened, Reckless came out. Reckless, when a target deals itself 3 or more damage in 1 turn, but discard under that target. And Setback was playing the card that says he deals himself as much psychic damage. There are tokens in your unlucky pool. I feel like that was a Setback moment. He lucked into that title. I will believe in the power of Setback. Okay, so I'm not too worried about Orem. I mean, Orem also sucks. He adds 1 token for each environment card in play. Which can be pretty bad. Yeah, that can be pretty bad. So Seeker is back. Seeker, when a target damages another target that has a damage reducing effect. There are none of those out there. So this is not currently attainable. Deathcaller destroys a target without dealing damage to it, most likely by destroying an environment card. So those are the only titles that are out there. Orem, when he would be reduced to 0 or fewer, you instead regain 6. Hey, Tyrannus. I think, though, it's probably better to just go after Kaargra. If I go after Orem, then Orem revives, and then I go after Orem, and I take out Orem. But I still have to do 40 points to Kaargra to win the game. So let's Linky Incursion and see what we get. We get Compulsion Canister, which is great. We could certainly put that in play on Kaargra. And then I could put Rebounding Debilitator on Kaargra. This will prevent her from doing the 5 melee damage, which will stop that favor point. It will not stop the 2nd damage, but will stop the favor point for doing multiple hero targets 2 damage or more. Whatever it is. A villain target deals 2 more damage at once to multiple non-villain targets in a single turn. But now the great thing about all those... Oh boy. Oh yeah, that was a massive jump. There are 2 titles on her. She's doing 3 irreducible damage, +1 by Galvanize, +1 by Nemesis. 5 irreducible damage. Do I want to destroy a link or switch to normal? I want to switch to normal because I can undetectable relinking to get back to Tiny. And by undetectable relinking, I could play Compulsion Canister a 2nd time. Alright, so I know I have all those eyes on the prize, but I want to save them in case I get by any means our ultimate target for the damage boost. Actually, we do already have a damage boost by Legacy. I could play 2 eyes on the prize. Actually, no, I didn't even have to do that. I'm gonna do my job first. Because I don't expect Surge of Strength to be useful. It will take too long for it to be useful. Gauge, I don't really want to use. I don't anticipate using Whoops Sorry. I don't anticipate using Neutralizing Resonator. I should keep Eye on the Prize, because I could play it to draw a thing. And look, ultimate target! And sudden contract. So... do this to Kaargra. And then I don't have any bounties out, but I could certainly put a bounty out later and have Aurum be affected by it. Might as well. Like, ultimate target on Aurum could be nice. Stream! Dealing damage to Setback, who regains 1. Stonejaw, when a target enters play. Get back in there. Oh, jeez Louise. This is the last get back in there, right? Because if I let this go in play, Aurum comes back. Not Aurum, Edessa comes back. Edessa gets a title, and then does 1 damage to everything, and then adds 4 tokens. I don't want that. Provocator Tarnus, who is Stonejawed. Chaos Lord. No! No! Provocator Tarnus, no! No! GG. First time this target is dealt damage each turn, play the bottom card of Kaargra's deck. And every time you deal damage to a gladiator, redirected to Provocator Tarnus. Not every time, but the first time a gladiator would be dealt damage. Destroy this card. Give that to Legacy. Soulslayer Perith. Champion, so damage dealt by Perith is irreducible. No. I have to use up the 2. Okay. This is fine. I can play Takedown and stop Provocator Tarnus from playing her deck. Alright. This is okay. This is fine. What would be the most useful thing? Recompile. So that I have discarded a card to draw 6. Recompile. Reveal the flaws. Targeting arrow. Syntactic analysis. Quick calculation. Data mining. Play the bottom of your deck. It's segmentation fault. Chrono, play the bottom of your deck. It's just doing my job. Alright. Bolster allies. Reveal the flaws. Humbling Fool. Aggression Modulator. Compounded Bow. So I can hit Provocator Tarnus with this, and that will give Chrono-Ranger the title. Maybe. I think. Yeah, Seeker. Kaargra can't play cards, so now stuff happens. Plucky Break. And then hit Tarnus. And then add a token. Surprising Fortune. High risk behavior. Alright, undetectable relinking. Get that in my hand. Play Compulsion Canister on Kaargra. Actually, is that... Yeah, that's fine. It Tarnus twice, it doesn't matter how. Oh man, I still want to do this hit because it's so big. Switch to normal. Proportionist. Alright. Displaced armory for Jim's hat. That's what I want. Hit the Tarnus. Max damage to Tarnus is increased by 2. So Ion the Prize is now going to do 3 damage. 3, 3, 3. Sudden Contract would do it. So Ion the Prize. Yeah, we'll use that up. And then Ion the Prize on Tarnus. And then Ion the Prize on Tarnus. And then Sudden Contract by any means. Nope, we have by any means in hand. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, well, I do need to do 1 point of damage to Tarnus, so I do still need to use this. I guess I'm playing that one. I forgot what the other one was. I kind of didn't intend on doing that. When a target will be destroyed, put on the bottom instead. Okay, no. It's not coming back into play, so it's fine. Alright, Tarnus is gone. We saved ourselves. Destroys a target using their innate power. Which Skyscraper could very well do. Put this on Zream, I guess? Because we could destroy Zream. Yansa Videro. Who gets Stonejaw. Okay, well I guess Yansa Videro is super protected. Alright, now what? Indiscriminate. Deals damage to multiple things. Kaargra can't play a card. I can let this happen. No, actually, no, I take that back. I can't let that happen. Legacy has to take both of these hits, otherwise there's too many tokens. And then Aurum. This doesn't matter. It did matter. Oh, you added 2, okay. I tried, but there were too many tokens on the board. What I probably should have done was to stop them from playing Fickle Fans, because Fickle Fans would have given us tokens. Oh well, that was hard. I had a very bad start, and it was just hard to recover. But at least we got to take out Provocator Tarnus without him playing a bajillion cards before he died, so. Cult of Gloom. I'm laughing! I turned my frown upside down! Your attempts failed! Okay. We are on our 3rd game of the night. It is not a second viewer's choice. Historically, it has been the random game. The random. Alright, random. So first off, is this classic or team? It is team. We're playing team. So then I hit random. This is the team. Baron Blade shall be ultimate. Oh, geez Louise, this is off to a good start. And then standard, advanced Bugbear. Challenge Baron Blade, Sergeant Steel, La Capitan, and advanced Bugbear versus Tachyon, Dark Watch Nightmist, Mr. Fixer, and Fugue State Parse in Pike Industrial Complex Part 2. The Electric Boogaloo. Can we get a different environment? No! That's not how random works. At long last, the world shall truly tremble in the clutches of Baron Blade. No time to waste! Let's see how fast we can make this! Alright, so Tachyon is starting with Fleet of Foot, HUD Goggles, Hypersonic Assault, and Nimble Strike. Baron Blade is so going to play whatever was the thing. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, fine. He is so going to play the Impulsion Beam. Alright, before you do anything else. Negation bands. Alright, Battle Medic. Arsonator. Chiquito, of course. And Blood Scent, of course. And there's the Impulsion Beam. Alright, Fleet of Foot and HUD Goggles officially dead. Alright, so Tachyon's cards were those. Dark Watch Nightmist, Call Forth, Mist Form, Planar Banishment, Tome of Elder Magic, Mr. Fixer, Bloody Knuckles, Charge, Harmony, Jackhandle, Fugue State Parse, Between the Lines, Critical Multiplier, 2 Impossible Shots. Alright, so remember that, and this is sort of to remind me too, Advanced, reduce damage dealt to device cards by 2, so Negation Bands and Impulsion Beam are terrible. And Challenge, Baron Blade is immune to villain damage. In Bugbear's Advanced, Blood Scent is indestructible. Who's considered to have the lowest HP? Let's throw this on Parse. Okay. Well, the good news is... there are no good news. I can Hypersonic Assault. This would stop Sergeant Steel, Capitan, Bugbear, Arsonator, Battle Medic. Battle Medic, Sergeant Steel, and each agent regain 2 HP. Arsonator, immune to fire damage. This card deals each target 2 fire damage. And Impulsion Beam really sucks. Super sucks. If we can get Mr. Fixer to have its alternating Tiger Claw damage dealt by Mr. Fixer is irreducible, we can actually dispatch with the devices a little more easily, but we don't have that, and we don't have a means of getting it unless I play Fleet of Foot. But I think Hypersonic Assault for a round, it's not going to stop Baron Blade from dealing damage, but will stop the other 3. And especially will stop Arsonator. Now, Bugbear is the usual first target, because if we don't take out Bugbear, he's going to do crazy amounts of damage. But what does he do? He does Hero with the Highest, and Blood Scent goes... well, where does Blood Scent go? Blood Scent is moved next to the Hero with the Highest. So actually, Dark Watch Nightmist with Mist Form is not a bad idea, because Bugbear would try to target Nightmist. The only bad thing that can happen is Mist Form gets destroyed, but that is a way of dealing with Bugbear. At the very least, we could use it so Bugbear doesn't regain HP. Rapid Recon gives me quick insight. I want to keep that card because it will let me get more cards and filter my deck. Filter. Field Inventor. Alright, so it's good that we stopped the damage from happening. So yeah, Mist Swarm I think is wise. Now watch Capitan destroy it. Capitan says, shuffle each hero trash, discard one-shots, put the other revealed cards back. So actually Tachyon's not really happy with this card, but we didn't really have any bursts in our trash anyway. One-shot's discarded, one-shot's discarded, Grease Monkey Fist is not discarded. Alright, so Jackhandle is probably the best play here, just in terms of being able to hit as many things as possible. Like, in general, having something hit all non-hero targets is great in Vengeance games. Oh my gosh, Greek Monkey Fist! The Greek Monkey! Fail. And then Nightmist. I suppose I should have checked that Nightmist was actually the highest, but that's fine. What was the actual play? It said if Bugbear destroys a target this way. Okay, so he didn't because he couldn't. Alright, if I play a card, then neural processing will prevent me from actually playing the bottom of my deck. So do I want to actually... Ooh, irreducible damage. 3 damage on Impulsion Beam seems tempting, though. The faster I get rid of Impulsion Beam, the faster I can potentially play extra things. I could also Between the Lines on Mr. Fixer, and that would do irreducible damage. There's no way for me to discard a card this turn. So do I want to play that card, or do I want to play one of these cards, or do I want to chance the bottom of my deck? So what is my favorite hero variant? That is an excellent question. Let's think. So there are some variants that are ridiculously overpowered, like Freedom 5 Tachyon, or Freedom 6 Tachyon rather, where everyone draws a card. That's ridiculously overpowered. I'm generally not fond of things that are ridiculously overpowered. I'm more in favor of things that are like fair but fun. I like Omnitron U, but I think that is actually a bit broken because you can very easily get set up where on your power you use it, destroy all of your components, and deal 2 fire damage twice for each component. So that's pretty broken. Hunted Naturalist is pretty broken in that you can easily get set up and have 3 forms active. I like Darkwatch Mr. Fixer because it requires you to be strategic with when you use his power. You don't always want to use it. It is a nice instance of damage, but to most effectively use him, you need to use it like sparingly, which I really like. Fugue State Parse. People think this is like a really great power. It can be, but I sort of prefer her base power a little more sometimes for that guaranteed damage dealing. Darkwatch Nightmist is a bit boring. I'm trying to remember all the variants. I've grown to like Best of Times Chrono-Ranger. I didn't think I would because I thought losing the 1 instance of damage on his power would hurt, but being able to play bounties on other targets just to keep them out for as long as possible and then have his base power target a different target can be useful. So, long story short, I don't actually have a single favorite. I just like things. Yeah, so what do I want to do here? I think the 3 Irreducible and Impulsion Beam is probably the best bet. And then, oh my gosh, I can't play a card, and I can't give someone else a card play. Chemical Explosion. Chiquito, no! Vengeful Assault. Increased damage dealt by villain targets by 1. Nightmist, because immune. So that's great. I think I want to play Fleet of Foot. I know I can't play a card with it, but I can just do this so everyone draws a card. And maybe Mr. Fixer will be able to get his irreducible style, which he can't, so much for that. Rapid Recon reveals Sucker Punch. We'll discard Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch actually could help with the frickin' Impulsion Beam or whatever. Mission objective. Put that on Nightmist. And then... oh, jeez. Ouch. It actually hit that! Oh my gosh. The +1 actually hurts a lot here. But on the other hand, Arsenator is doing a pretty good job of hitting Bugbear. Okay. Keep the Mist form. Mist form is a boring play, but it's also a safe play because it will stop Bugbear from regaining HP. That's my main reason for that. Temporal Keelhaul. Well, there goes Mist form. And here comes Astral Premonition. So much for Mist form. Chiquito. So what? Capitan, the hero with the most cards in hand, discards one. Okay, fine. Be that way. I don't have another Mist form. You can take my tome. Okay then. Be that way. Now I can't really stop Bugbear from doing damage. Grease Monkey Fist. So, cold. And then energy. And then infernal. And then lightning. We don't want to do fire against the agents. I guess order did matter for that. Hold on. Hold on. I'm smarter than this. I want to hit Chiquito because I would rather hit La Capitan. And then the rest of this doesn't matter, except don't do fire on agents. Don't fire the agents! I didn't just fire the agents, did I? No, I was only hitting... okay, no, we're fine. Alright, so we can stop some instances of damage here. Nightmist can discard 2, sure. Actually, Tachyon probably should discard 2, but that's fine. Starshield Necklace. Chiquito steals 1. Oh well. Astral Premonition. So that stops that damage from happening. Quetzalcoatl. Okay, that's fine. That's slightly less fine, but okay. And Quetzalcoatl does Quetzalcoatl things. We can Hypersonic Assault on Tachyon's turn, and I can Impossible Shot and take out the Impulsion Beam. So now we can play more than one card and use more than one power per turn. So I can actually use my base power. Quick calculation. 1 on the bottom, 2 in my hand. Snap decisions are on the bottom. Okay, whatever, that's fine. I forgot that it's in the order of bottom and then top. Or bottom first and then 2 in hand. Remember when I said I can Hypersonic Assault? I guess I can't now. Thank you, Biomimetic Plasma Vat. Biomimetic. A chance at vengeance. We get Displacing Teleporter. Another device. Damage happened, so you must discard a card. What does your base power do? It's this turn. Okay, so it doesn't actually help. Gauge. Oh no, Chiquito stole one. All right, here we go. HUD goggles. Lightning reflexes. Quick insight. Let's see. Anything useful? Nothing's at 2 or lower. Get rid of accelerated assault. Chiquito steals that. Whatever. Fine. Jeez. Take it. Why don't you? Sucker punch. Nimble strike for the card draw, I guess. There are no nemesis of Tachyon out here. Blinding speed. There's the blinding speed I wanted. Research grant. I want that. That is better than my base power IMO. Filter strike force. Bomb specialist. And then this triggers again. Cool. So if I discard a card, Chiquito steals it. Mistbound stops one deck from playing cards. Because I would like to call forth, maybe, but then I'd give Chiquito a card. Heedless Lash, but except I have no idea what it's going to play. Elder Ring. We'll put out Elder Ring, and then we'll control the top of my deck, and we'll see what happens. Attunement gives me Heedless Lash, Amulet, Scouring Mists. Like, do I want to draw the amulet and then play the amulet? Do I want to Heedless Lash into the amulet? Do I want to... Well, Scouring Mists, it's... I mean, if I can control this, this can do lots of 2 instances of damage, and then the amulet can redirect it. Of course, this is Darkwatch Nightmist, in which I can't actually really control too well my card draw. But I do want that amulet. Is there a chance I can discard the top card of my deck? Maybe. Actually, yeah, Capitan could do that. So I'm just gonna draw the amulet. And we'll keep a Heedless Lash on top. And Capitan is all throwback. The environment takes a full turn. Irradiated cyclohexene vats. So this undoes the biomimetic plasma vat. I like that the environment art is also like moving back and forth during this, because it's actually happening during Capitan's turn. Okay. Harmony. So now I'm doing 3? Oh, it's not even telling me how much I'm doing. Don't do fire. Yeah, I'm doing 3 after the mimetic vat. If Fixer can survive, we can have Parse let him do irreducible damage. Doing 4 irreducible damage to all non-hero targets? Yes, please. I don't like Mr. Fixer. He doesn't do damage. This actually doesn't matter. Like, there were 3 cards. So it doesn't actually matter the order.
Alrighty.
Someone's discarding 2 cards. Tachyon has only 1 burst. I want to keep that, so we don't really want Tachyon to discard. We can give this to Parse. Segmentation. Actually, no, that's consistent card destruction. I want that. We can ditch a Buffer Overflow. We can ditch data mining. Feral Brawn. Oh boy. Let's avoid the Nemesis damage because this is going to be regained. Doesn't beat my record of 7 to everything. No, it doesn't. I mean, hey, it's not 7 to everything, but 4 to everything I will still accept. So first hit the negation bands. What was this challenge rule again? Reduce damage by a bajillion million? Oh well, displacing teleporter survives. I guess I'll live. It doesn't really matter, the order. Just avoid fire. Actually, no. The order still doesn't matter because Chiquito has 2 cards. Alright, are we gonna be able to take out, like, Bugbear before we die? Because we're hurting. Remember when we had Mist Form so that Bugbear wasn't gonna cause problems? Remember those days? Alright, the bottom card of my deck is Snap Decision. That's fine. So now I can discard a card and have a guaranteed use of my base power doing something else. Another irradiated cyclohexene vat. Okay. Ruin! Oh no! Tachyon has to discard a card! Oh no, these are all actually good cards! We'll put the burst. Oh no, Chiquito stole the first discarded card! So now I can actually Hypersonic Assault. We'll do that first. And then the rest of this doesn't matter. Alright, so Ruin cannot deal damage, Baron Blade cannot deal damage, Sergeant Steel cannot deal damage, Arsonator will be destroyed, and then Capitan cannot deal damage, Chiquito can deal damage, Bugbear cannot deal damage, and Quetzalcoatl cannot deal damage. Alright. Then research grants, and now I can try to build up better cards. Lightning reflexes, pushing the limits. I don't need lightning reflexes when I don't have too many cards. Chiquito steals it, of course. I keep discarding a card and then getting surprised when Chiquito steals it. That is really bad. I keep forgetting what's happening. Discard the top card of a hero deck. If the discarded card was a one-shot, this card deals that deck's hero character card 2 projectile damage. We know what Nightmist is, and it's a one-shot. It's Heedless Lash. Tachyon has a lot of one-shots. Lots of one-shots. But if it's a burst, it's fine. But she's also at 7. Mr. Fixer has a great variety of things, and Parse has a lot of ongoings. Let's do Parse. One shot. Oh well. Alright, so Amulet. And then let's just do this again. We know Heedless Lash is there. These are all 3s. I probably want to take the Heedless Lash though. You could Heedless Lash into Heedless Lash into Heedless Lash into other things. But with my Amulet, I want to try to make sure I get as many redirects as I can. If I'm going to Heedless Lash into something, I would Heedless Slash into Scouring Mists, I would say. Stitch in Time. When this card is destroyed, Capitan takes a whole turn out of card sequence. A whole turn out of turn sequence, rather. Okay. So things cannot deal damage, and Capitan cannot deal damage on the environment turn or this turn. So this might be a fine opportunity for Bloody Knuckles. On the other hand, Charge would do the same thing. But with Bloody Knuckles in between the lines, we'll put Bloody Knuckles out there. Hit Chiquito first. There we go. And then... and we don't have the agent that makes fire damage bad, so we can just do whatever. I don't like Mr. Fixer. He doesn't deal damage. What was this challenge rule again? Reduce damage to devices by 2? Fine, I'll just do 7 damage to you. It is pretty satisfying to see all the +1s tick by. I mean, I could fast forward, but I like seeing all the +1, +1, +1, +1, +2. Wait, was it +1, +2, +1, +1, or was it 1 +1 +2 +1? Because there was 1 in the chandelier, 2 in the front door, 1 in the singing telegram girl. All right. And then Bugbear is all can't deal damage, so this doesn't matter. And then Wounding Slash can't deal damage, this doesn't matter. Except I still have to discard a card. That's fine. Chiquito steals this card, that's also fine. Nightmist has this. Play. Oh, discard so I could play. So discard first. Recompile. Chiquito steals that. That's fine. Fixer uses a power. It's irreducible. Dude's new theme. See how much damage Mr. Fixer can do. 7 irreducible. Didn't we say the record was 7 irreducible? Because that's where we are now. Ruin's gone. This doesn't matter because it's gonna... Chiquito's preventing this. And Chiquito prevents this. Bugbear. Tyrannus would be impressed if it were 8 irreducible damage. Alright, quick calculation so I can actually control what this does. Impossible shot. Because this does 5. I do want to get Bugbear out ASAP. And then play a bottom card of a deck. Safest bet is probably Tachyon. Tachyon plays Hypersonic Assault! Chiquito doesn't have anything. I would have probably preferred to play that on her own turn, but that's okay. Sergeant Steel is gone. Capitan especially cannot deal damage. Chiquito now cannot deal damage. Bugbear can't remember what damage even was. Extrasensory awareness. Super cool Trisolvent Vat is actually pretty scary. But Capitan's gonna do something first. That super cool Trisolvent Bat is doing 6 damage to all targets. 3 to Baron Blade. Capitan cannot deal damage. Anomalous Shift. Alright, so Tachyon's trash is in her deck again, so there goes any bursts. And we look up top card of each hero deck, so that's a one-shot discarded, one-shot discarded, ongoing kept, ongoing kept. And now, things get pretty trippy. Because... good news is Tachyon will survive this. Bad news is... Tachyon cannot destroy the super cool Trisolvent Vat on her turn. In fact, I think Baron Blade's going to kill Tachyon. This card too. If I redirect to Capitan, we take out Capitan. And then I can misbound on Baron Blade or something. I can't redirect to Ugh. No. Alright. End of turn. This is gonna do the whole thing all over again. I can't discard because Chiquito steals it. I could redirect to Capitan, but then that undoes the thing. Actually, I could take out... okay, no, here's what we can do. We can take out the monkey. We take out the monkey. Take out the monkey. All right, here we can rewind. All right, let's do this again. Whee! Stitch in Time is back. Alright, take out Chiquito. Chiquito's gone. Might as well take out Bugbear. What does Bugbear's incap do? Each villain regains 1. Okay, so that's fine. Take out Bugbear. Except we can't because of Ferrobron. JK. Hit Capitan. Hit Nightmist to redirect to Capitan. So there's 2 of those guys gone. And the rest doesn't matter. Oh boy. Remember when I played Bloody Knuckles? Those were smart decisions. Okay. Baron Blade can't deal damage. And then Impulsion Beam returns. Can't deal damage, can't deal damage. Oh boy. I play a card, I die. This does 1 cold plus 2 minus 1. I die. I don't even know if this matters. Or no, I don't want to discard. No one. Chiquito's gone. Everything's fine now. Okay. Everything's fine. Maybe. We'll get rid of that. I don't know why. There's Hypersonic Assault. Can I play my Hypersonic Assault? Somehow, some way, someday. I could stop Baron Blade from playing cards at the expense of losing all these cards. 1 hero ongoing card is destroyed unless the owner of that ongoing card discards 2 cards. We could lose Astral Premonition. Now we can do that. That's fine. Stop Baron Blade from playing cards. Stop him from doing something tragic. In a tune, Master Magic. I don't really care the other order. Can't remember the discard thing when Chiquito was around. Remembers the discard thing now that Chiquito is gone. Destroy the Bloody Knuckles. Destroy the Bloody Knuckles. They're going anyway. That was the wise call. I could play Bloody Knuckles and die. I could play Charge and die. I could not play something and not die and then take out Bugbear. So, remember when we had all these vats, or not all these vats, remember when we had the biomimetic plasma vat and we're like, this was annoying me, and then the chemical explosion came out and saved us from the biomimetic plasma vat? Chemical explosion right now would potentially be lethal. Just saying. I can segmentation fault away the super cool Trisulfan vat. This activates whenever a player plays a card, so actually I can data mine it away, and if I data mine, I can't get rid of genetically fused physique, unless I play Segmentation Fault and get rid of it that way. So discard a card, like Critical Multiplier. It's a great card, but data mine, get rid of the super cool Trisolvent vat. Then I can't play a card because of Impulsion Beam. So actually, I don't want to discard a card to no effect. But I can data mine. I don't want the super cool Trisolvent vat. Actually, no, I guess there's, never mind. There is an effect to that. Discarding a card lets someone else play a card on their turn. There is an effect. I'm one step ahead of you, Technomagus. I'm one step ahead of you. I just forget that sometimes. So, Tachyon, play something. Nimble Strike is not the thing. There's a Hypersonic Assault. If we can last. Oh boy! It came back! It came back! Are we gonna last? Oh good, my slow clap processor made it into this thing. Well, the good news is I would have been super dead if I left the other one out there. That said, if I had destroyed the genetically fused physique, maybe we could have killed Baron Blade or something. Baron Blade won. That was a tough match. Remember when Mr. Fixer was doing all sorts of damage to the non-hero targets and we're like, oh, this is easy. I don't know. Well, I think I said it best in the first game when damage didn't happen and I said fail. This was a rather fail-tastic game, if you didn't know. Time for bulling! We're gonna go ahead and bull over the competition. Hope the pins go down as well as your heroes. Oh boy. Alright, well, this was a fun night of Dolphins Dive. I hope you got some good strategy out of it, even if the strategy was simply have Mr. Fixer deal 7 irreducible damage to all non-hero targets. After all, dealing damage is a viable strategy when you have to get the villain down to 0 or fewer HP in order to win. That said, it's not the only strategy out there, and hopefully you did see some semblance of a strategy in tonight's stream. If you like Sentinels of the Multiverse, or you've just caught the stream and you want to catch more of Sentinels of the Multiverse, this channel, Handelabra Games, is very good at delivering content of that sort. Every Tuesday is Sentinels Live at 7 p.m. Every Thursday is Dolphins Dive with yours truly at 6 p.m. Eastern. And every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern is Tales from the Archive with Zach. Sentinels Live normally features Jeremy and John, but Jeremy will be out for the next month for personal reasons, so it will be John and some guest and maybe another guest. At the very least, it will most likely be either me or Zach filling in as guest hosts, so you can be sure to check in on Tuesdays and see who will be the guest host and what will happen then. But those streams are usually more focused on the developers of the game showcasing content. Mostly they've been showing off the one deck dungeon that was just recently put into early access on Steam. If you want to go and check that out, you can. I believe it's $15 for the game. You should play it. It seems pretty fun. I wish I could say more than that. I've just not had the time to play it. I've been super swamped with time, and I'm almost barely able to just do this stream as it is in the week. Anyway, one deck dungeon is exciting and fun, and you should check it out. And once Oblivion is officially released on paper or on cardback or whatever, then we'll be able to start seeing that content in the digital game. And once that is happening, you will be able to catch it first on Sentinels Live. Thursdays with Dolphins Dive with me is a more strategically focused stream where we discuss facets of strategy. We try to figure out the smart plays, and we try to remember that Chiquito is in the game when you discard a card. We also try to remember that discarding a card for Parse's base power is fine even if you can't play another card on that turn. On Sunday with Tales from the Archive, it's a story-focused stream where Zach comes up with games that are very thematic and going from one game to another. The outcome of the previous game determines the fate of the next game, etc., etc., etc. It's very fun to watch. You should check that out as well. If you like Sentinels of the Multiverse, or you're liking Sentinels of the Multiverse or whatever, be sure to get the game yourself digitally or physically. It is available through very many places, such as Steam and iOS and Android and Greater Than Games. Is there anything else that I need to point out? Sentinels runs have been accepted for SRX at the end of the month, so Technomagus will be speedrunning a few games. He will be doing a solo run versus Donations Choice Villain Team Environment, a team run with Lenophis again, Donations Choice, and then speed run and unlock of the Donations Choice. So you can go and check that out at the end of the month for some Technomagus exciting stuff. I don't think I have anything else to say. Thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoy these streams and these games, and me personally. I will be back next week. Be sure to check me out. Bye.